Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best gaming laptops under $500.
Starting at number 5.
Acer Aspire 5. Acer's Aspire 5 Slim is a laptop that can easily handle simple tasks and low-res games. Its well-rounded specs offer decent performance and storage options at a low cost, while its 15.6-inch Full HD display shows crisp imagery. The 20 GB of RAM is great for handling multiple tabs and programs simultaneously, and with 512 GB of storage, you won't have to delete files to make room for gaming for a while. It also has a built-in fingerprint reader for an extra security feature not found in most other budget laptops. Critics say the Aspire 5 Slim is a surprisingly competent laptop and are impressed by its inclusion of a quad-core CPU. One critic even says it's the cheapest way to play Roblox. Meanwhile, users say its light-up keyboard is an excellent addition and that it's a great, well-rounded laptop.
Coming at number 4.
Microsoft Surface Go 3. If you're looking for something compact for media consumption or web browsing, get the Microsoft Surface Go 3, 2021, a Windows tablet with a built-in kickstand and a detachable type cover keyboard. Unlike the Lenovo Chromebook Duet 5, 2021, above, you must buy the keyboard separately. The type cover keyboard has a lot of tactility and backlighting, it's just a little cramped. That said, it's worth getting because Windows isn't very touch-friendly, and the cover helps protect the screen against scratches during transport. As for the display, it's a sharp 10.5-inch IPS panel. It gets bright enough for use in most settings and supports pen input. Again, the pen is a separate purchase. The Intel Pentium Gold model with 4 GB of memory is fine for simple web browsing, emails, and video playback, but don't expect to edit 4K videos or play AAA games. If you can stretch your budget slightly, we recommend upgrading the RAM to 8 GB, as you'll get a much smoother experience. The battery lasts about 7 hours of light productivity, which is short compared to most clamshell laptops, but not bad for a tablet. Port selection is atrocious. There's only one USB-C, a micro SD card reader, a headphone jack, and a proprietary Surface charging port. Its 1080p webcam is surprisingly good, though, and there's also a facial recognition IR camera to log in quickly.
At number 3.
Lenovo 82QS0000US. The Lenovo Chromebook Duet 5, 2021, is the best laptop for media consumption under $500. It's a Chrome OS tablet with a kickstand and detachable keyboard, similar to the popular Microsoft Surface Pro line. This form factor is very versatile, as you can detach the keyboard to make the device easier to hold as a tablet or to save space, and you can snap it back on when you need to type something. It's easy to carry around thanks to its compact size, and its battery lasts around 8 hours of video playback, which is plenty of time for a couple of movies or TV show episodes. What makes this device great for multimedia is its gorgeous OLED screen. It produces vibrant colors, and the blacks look amazing, like on all OLEDs. The speakers are just okay, they get reasonably loud but sound slightly unnatural and lack bass. If you want to use headphones, know the laptop doesn't have a 3.5mm headphone jack, so it's best to go wireless. The keyboard comes with the device, so you don't need to buy it separately. However, it doesn't feel particularly comfortable to type on. It's fine for a couple of emails on the go, but better options exist for typing a long essay.
Number 2 of my list.
Lenovo Ideapad. Our best under $500 Chromebook pick is the Lenovo Ideapad Slim 3i Chromebook 14, 2023. This 14-inch model is a great option for younger students and anyone needing a simple device for light productivity tasks. The Core i3 configuration, paired with an FHD touch-sensitive display, 8 GB of RAM, and 128 GB of storage, is often sold for $400 to $500 on Lenovo's website. There are cheaper models with an N100/N200 CPU and/or 4 GB of RAM, but we don't recommend them unless you have an extremely light workload, as they'll get bogged down quickly when multitasking or running more intensive applications. The Core i3 model's 1080p touch-sensitive display looks sharp and gets bright enough to combat glare in well-lit settings. If you're often on video calls, you'd be happy to know this laptop has an excellent 1080p webcam and clear-sounding microphones. Despite its relatively small 56Wh battery, a full charge gets you around 13 hours of light use or 12 hours of video playback, so you don't have to worry about bringing a charger. Unfortunately, the keyboard feels a little mushy, and the touchpad is small and not always responsive.
And number 1.
Lenovo Ideapad 3. The best laptop under $500 we've tested is the Lenovo Ideapad 315, 2021, a 15.6-inch Windows Ultra Portable. For around $500, you can get a model with an AMD Ryzen 5 5500U CPU, 8GB of memory, and 256GB of storage. The Ryzen 5 CPU isn't the latest or fastest processor on the market, however, it's still plenty fast for general productivity tasks like web browsing, text processing, spreadsheets, and presentations. Most people can get by with 8GB of memory. If not, you can always add more later since it's user replaceable, and the same goes for the storage drive. This model feels pretty sturdily built. It has a decent keyboard, a reasonably responsive touchpad, and a 720p webcam with a privacy cover. Ports include 2 USB-As, a full-size HDMI, and a USB-C. Unfortunately, the latter doesn't support charging or video output. As for the display, this Ryzen 5 model comes with a 1080p TN panel. It looks decently sharp and gets bright enough for use in most indoor settings. It just looks a tad washed out due to its narrow color gamut. There are models with an IPS panel if you don't mind paying more. If you can stretch your budget slightly, get the Acer Swift 314, 2020, instead. It has a nicer IPS display with full sRGB coverage, significantly longer battery life, and Thunderbolt for support. The latter allows you to transfer files quickly at up to 40 gigabits per second and connect two 4K displays at 60 Hz with a single cable. However, the webcam isn't as good, and you also lose the numpad.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.